The Phillies begin their final series before the All-Star break as they host the Oakland Athletics. Welcome into episode number 27 of the Phillies Fan Podcast here on Big Fan Sports. I'm your host, Jaden Harper. So today, after an incredible sweep of the Dodgers, the Phillies get set to host Oakland in the first of a three-game series before the All-Star break. Right now, the Phillies are 61-32, which is the best record in all of baseball. They have they're 29 games over 500. And they're 6.5 games now over the Dodgers in the National League, 8.5 now over the Braves. 9.5 over the Braves. The Braves lost last night. So the Phillies get ready, and a big reason why they won the last two games against the Dodgers, and a big reason why they have a chance to win this series is Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber has 19 home runs on the season, batting at .250 with a .373 on base percentage, 831 OPS, and he's excelled against Oakland in his career, 355 average with 4 home runs, 11 RBIs, a 1.219 OPS, which is his best against any team in the major leagues. He's also excelled against Hogan Harris, tonight's A's starter. He has 3 for 3 with a home run. That was last year on Father's Day when the Phillies and the A's played in Oakland. So Kyle Schwarber is going to be a big part of if the Phillies win tonight. He's hit 2 home runs in his last 2 games, his 4 RBIs since his return from the injured list on Tuesday. So Kyle Schwarber can stay hot, continue his June hot streak, and hope the Phillies get a win in Game 1 tonight. Phillies offense is going up against Hogan Harris. Harris is in his second MLB season, and this season he has been solid for Oakland. Obviously not a lot going well. They're 35-60 on the season, but he does have a 3.22 ERA in 9 games, 44 innings, 35 strikeouts, and a 1.34 whip. On the road this season, he has been pretty solid, a 3.12 ERA in 4 games, 17 innings, 8 strikeouts, and 7 walks. Against the Phillies, he made 1 start. That was last year on Father's Day. A solid start, 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 2 runs, 7 strikeouts, and he tipped the loss. He was the losing pitcher in the game. Then one of the runs off of him was from Kyle Schwarber. He had 3 out of the 4 hits. Ranger Suarez is on the mound for the Phillies tonight. Ranger won't be starting the All-Star game, so this will be his final start until most likely next weekend against Pittsburgh, but he has been shaky in his last couple starts. In his last 3 starts, he has an 0-2 record in 15 innings, 11 strikeouts, 4 walks, a 7.47 ERA, and a 3.43 average against. That's how good his opponents have been hitting against him. He was one of the best pitchers in the league, and he still is, but he's just been struggling recently. His ERA on the season has now got up to a 2.58, 10-3 record, 106 strikeouts on the season, 23 walks, 1.019 whip. At home this season, Ranger has a 2.49 ERA. He's 5-0 on the season, so he has not lost a home start this season. He's not factored into a decision in a home loss this season. The Phillies have lost home starts by Ranger Suarez, but he is not factored into the decision in any of them. Over his last 6 starts, Ranger has allowed a run in each of his last 6 starts. The latest to biggest struggle of the season for him, he allowed 5 in Atlanta. He allowed 6 against Miami, so he's looking to bounce back tonight as they take on the Oakland Athletics in his final start before the All-Star break. He is an All-Star. He will be going down to Texas. He'll most likely be coming in relief of Paul Skeens. Skeens was announced as the All-Star starter today, so Ranger Suarez will most likely be pitching in his first All-Star game in Texas on Tuesday, but this will be his last start until the All-Star. The Phillies have a 77% chance to win tonight's game, according to ESPN, to open this series. They are also the betting favorites for tonight's game, which is not a surprise when the Phillies are 29 games over 500, looking to go to 30 tonight. The A's are 25 games under 500. They have the second worst record in the American League. So we'll see what happens tonight. Make sure to tune in. I'll be back here for post-game coverage in between the A's and the Phillies. Thank you for watching episode number 27 of the Phillies Fan Podcast, and I'll see you next time. So after I just finished, we have some breaking news. The Phillies have released Whit Merrifield from the 40-man roster. It comes as a surprise. Merrifield batting a 199 on the season, so it's not like he's performing well. He's owed $7 million this season. He has a $1 million buyout at the end of the season. He's no longer a Philly. He had a big triple on Wednesday against the Dodgers. So it's a kind of a surprise that he did get released at a point. Obviously, he's batting 199 on the season, which is not great. It also could mean that the Phillies are gearing up to make a big move coming up at the deadline in a couple weeks, which could be Luis Robert. It could be Cody Bellinger. It could be a smaller move like Brent Rooker or Taylor Ward. But it is a surprise that Whit Merrifield has been released from the roster. Weston Wilson has been called up from AAA. He had a solid stint in his limited playing time with the Phillies earlier this season. Whit Merrifield has been released from the Philadelphia Phillies. Comes as a surprise before tonight's game against the Oakland Athletics. Again, this is now the ending. Thank you for watching episode number 27 of the Phillies Fan Podcast, and I'll see you next time.